Nagising ako sa sinag ng araw na tumatama sa aking mga mata, pero paggabi na. Bakit maaraw pa? Dahan-dahan akong umupo at sumandal sa headboard ng kama ko, maya-maya ay mag-aayos na ako ng gamit, dahil bukas ang araw ng alis namin patungong Quezon. Hindi pa rin tumutunog ang alarm ko, kaya't siguradong maaga pa. I climbed off the bed, went into the bathroom, and washed my body. Grabe, sobrang pagod ako ngayong araw, dahil sa dami ng sales na kailangan kong i-check. Isabay mo pa ang bagong undies na dinisenyo ko para sa trio wear. Matapos makaligo ay nagsuot lang ako ng roba bago lumabas ng banyo. I stretched my body and scratched my head, bago dumiretso sa aking cabinet, upang kumuha ng damit. Which color should I choose? Maganda rin naman yung pink, pero parang mas maganda yung nude na dress. Hindi naman sa nagpapaganda ako, pero parang ganoon na nga. I have been waiting for Gabriel to arrive, I want to officially give my answer to him. Agad akong napakislat nang makarinig ng katok mula sa labas, kaya't mabilis akong naglakad palapit sa pinto. Natigilan pa ako nang makita ang fresh na lalaking kaharap ko. Good morning, he simply said, not even smiling at saka anong morning. Sabay na ba nating susunduin ang triplets? I said and gave him my brightest smile, pero parang wala ito sa kanya, kaya't napasimangot ako. Natasha, it's Saturday, you slept like a baby last night when we get home. Ayos na ang mga bata, ikaw na lang ang hinihintay. Mas lalo akong napasimangot, at muling pumasok sa kwarto, upang tingnan ang cellphone ko. What the? I said, it's Saturday pero umidlip lang naman ako. It seems like you're really tired last night, Gabriel said with a maliciousness in his voice. I'm tired, I said. I was busy last night, since kagabi dumating yung mga sales reports. Gabriel cleared his throat. Really? Wala ka bang bisita? Baka may bisita ka, kaya ka naging busy at napagod. Yes, really? I said, rolling my eyes. Saan pa ba ako magiging busy? Sandali lang rin naman na dumalaw si Gio kahapon, sila Nash naman ay busy sa pag-travel, habang maliit pa ang tiyan ni Kat. Gusto rin daw kasi nito ang mag-vacation. Si Jane naman, wala akong balita, she's busy with that Carlos Monte Carlo. Nothing, he said and looked away. Dress up, you look sexy with that robe. My face flushed at matalim ang matang tumingin kay Gabriel na nakangisi. Lumabas ka na nga, I said. Ang bilis na kasi ng tibok ng puso ko, parang gusto tumalon palabas papunta kay Gabriel. Okay, mag-ayos ka na rin ng gamit. If you need my help, call me. I'm just one call away, baby. Promise. Wala sa sarili kong wika, you're one call away. Tila natigilan pa si Gabriel sa aking tanong. He smiled and nodded, before walking towards me, embracing me in his arms. I promise. He whispered and kissed my forehead, I will never let anyone hurt you again. Tila nasa alapaap ako ng mga oras na iyon. I felt complete, I can feel my heart pounding unevenly, so I wrapped my arms around his waist, hugging his masculine body, feeling his heat. Bango mo, natatawang wika ko, bago kumalas ng pagkakayakap sa kanya. Sige na, lumabas ka na, magbibihis pa ako. Gusto mo tulungan kita? Mabilis kong dinampot ang unan, at hinampas sa kanya. Labas! Baka mahirapan kang magbihis. Pangungulit niya pa, kaya't ilang ulit ko siyang hinampas, hanggang sa nasa pinto na kami. Ayaw mo talaga, Gabriel. Fine, he said at mabilis na humulik sa labi ko. Kaya't nanlaki ang mata ko. Call me if you want an access. Hindi na niya natapos ang sasabihin, nang ibagsak ko na pasara ang pinto. A crept of smile crossed my lips. What a great way to start a day. I sighed and shrugged that thought off. Makapag-asikaso na nga. We are ready, mama. Wika ni Sapphire nang makalapit sa akin, nasa sasakyan na ang ibang gamit, at tao na lang ang kulang, at tuloy na ang biyahe. Melvin smiled at me na sinuklian ko rin naman ang ngiti. His adoption paper is on process, at ang daddy ni Jane ang nag-aasikaso nun. Let's go na, I said. On the way na rin daw sila Nash. Tumawag kasi ito sa akin kanina, na mauuna na sila ni Kat sa biyahe. Si Jane daw ay may kasama, kaya't iniwan na nila, I wonder who. pero may hint na talaga ako na si Carlos Montecarlo ang kasama niya. Yehey! Malakas na hiyawan ng mga bata, bago nagpatiunang lumabas ng bahay. Manang Linda, sigaw ko kaya't mabilis na lumapit ito. Kayo na po muna ang bahala rito sa bahay, I said. Opo ma'am, enjoy po kayo sa vacation nyo. Ngumiti naman ako at nagpaalam na. Sakto naman na nasa sasakyan na ang mga bata, Gabriel waited for me outside his car, pinagbuksan pa ako nito ng sasakyan. Hi, he said and smiled. Papunta na ba ang mga kaibigan mo? No. Nauna na sila Nash na bamiyahe, si Jane hindi ko alam, I said. What about Gio? Nag-aalangang wika ni Gabriel, kaya't napatawa ako. What's so funny? He grumpily said frowning. Wala, Gio can't come today, may aasikasuhin daw, I said at pumasok na ng sasakyan. Mabuti naman, rinig kong bulong ni Gabriel. Kaya't napangiti ako. Gio can really change his mood in instant. Are we settled? Tanong ni Gabriel nang makapasok. Yes daddy. Yes dad, yeah old man. I chuckled and pinched Gemstone nose, dahil hanggang ngayon ay hindi pa rin talaga ito lumalapit sa ama. Alright then let's go, Gabriel said na agad na pinaandar ang sasakyan, medyo matagal ang biyahe na aabutin ng 5 oras, kaya't hinayaan na namin na makatulog muna ang 4. Sa sobrang pagka-excited kasi, ay maaga raw nagising ang mga ito. Tulog na sila, I said and smiled just by looking at my kids. Ang sarap pa ng tulog ng mga ito. Amber head is on her sister's shoulder, habang si Gemstone naman ay nakahiga sa hita ng kapatid. Melvin is leaning on the window, so is Sapphire. Maaga kasi silang nagising, wika ni Gabriel. Kaya nga mga excited, I said and smiled, bago umayos ng upo. Kung kanina ay maingay ang paligid, ngayon ay sobrang tahimik, dahil tulog na ang 4. What should we do to pass time? I said, ang awkward na kasi ng katahimikan. Ikaw, sulyap sa akin ni Gabriel, what do you wanna do? Wala akong maisip, I said and pout. What about holding my hands? While I drive, he said. Kaya't napasimangot ako, huwag kang malandi. Focus on driving, we have a kids. Hirap ko rito. Okay fine, natatawang wika nito. I already told mom and dad about you. Agad akong natigilan at napasulyap kay Gabriel, na seryoso na sa pagmamaneho. They want to meet you and the kids. I sighed, plano ko na rin naman yun, pero pagbalik ko na lang galing France. Sure, I said, is it gonna be fine? Agad akong napakislat ng hawakan ni Gabriel ang kamay ko, bringing it to his lips. Don't worry baby, he said that sent shivers on me, everything is gonna be fine. But what if they get? It's okay Natasha, he said, I will always protect you, and our kids remember. I sighed and nodded. I will really hold on to that promise, since I'm willing to give him my heart the second time around. Natasha, sigaw ni Kat nang makababa kami sa sasakyan. The triplets and Melvin immediately jump off the car, and run towards Kat. Hello there, Kat said and hugged the triplets, bago bamaling ang kanyang mata kay Melvin, na tahimik na nanunood. You must be Melvin, I'm Kathy, you can call me Tita if you want. Lumiwanag ang mukha ng bata, before walking towards Kat to hug her too. Hello Tita Kat, Melvin said and hugged her. That melts my heart. Who do we have here? I heard Nash said. Kalalabas lang nito ng bahay, suot ang kanyang swimming trunks. Daddy Uncle, Sapphire shouted and run towards Nash to hug him. Agad akong napatingin kay Gabriel, na tahimik na nakatingin sa mga bata. Isang beses pa lang silang nagkikita nila Nash. But he knew the real score between them. Nash might end up in jail for killing him alive. Are we gonna go swimming? Sapphire said. We will, but you have to eat first. Okay, mabilis naman na tumungo si Sapphire, at tumakbo palapit sa tatlo na naghahabulan. And as Nash eyes darted into mine, it traveled down in our intertwined hands. Kaya't biglang nagbago ang itsura nito. May pahawak kamay pa kasi itong isa, hindi naman kailangan, pero ang kulit kasi. Hi! Naiilang kong wika nang maglakad palapit sa amin si Nash. Nash, don't do anything. Rinig kong banta ni Kat. I won't, he said and walked towards our direction. Mabilis akong niyakap ni Nash, na sinuklian ko rin naman ng yakap. What are you planning? Bulong ko. Don't do anything Nash please. Mama, I want to swim, sigaw ni Sapphire. Kaya't kumalas na ako sa yakap ni Nash. Pasok na tayo, wika ni Kat, kaya't ngumiti ako bago na unang maglakad, binalingan ko pa si Gabriel na ngumiti lang, bago muling bumaling kay Nash. Hindi ba sila magbubugbugan? Kinakabahang wika ko, dahil mukha talagang babalatan siya ni Nash ng buhay. Don't worry, they'll be fine, Kat said, at sinabayan ang mga bata papasok ng mansion. Private resort ito nila Kat, her family bought it years ago for peace offering. And the rest is history. This will be your room, Kat said at binuksan ang pinto. The room is neat and tidy, the beige color of the wall is shouting elegance. The lampshades are carved in a crystal, and in the middle is a king-size bed. I'm sorry nakalimutan ko na kasama si Gabriel sa pagbisita. Can he stay here with you? Marahan naman akong tumango at ngumiti. No worries Kat, I said and smiled to assure her. Sabay na lang kaming napatawa nang makita ang apat na bata, na sabay-sabay na nagtatalon sa kama. Melvin is a good kid Natasha. Kathy whispered and looked at Melvin, who's happily jumping on the bed. Kung ako lang ay aampunin ko rin siya, but I'm sure he's in good hands now. He's lucky to have you as a mother. He is a good kid, I said and smiled. I'm lucky to have him Kat. Maiwan ko muna kayo to fix your things, babalikan ko yung dalawa, baka nagrambulan na, marahan naman akong tumungo, kaya't umalis na si Kat. Why don't you change clothes na? I said getting their attention. Swimming right. Sabay-sabay naman na tumungo ang apat, bago patakbong lumapit sa akin, using their best weapon. Puppy eyes. Okay let's go get your things, I said at hinaltak mga malita papasok ng kwarto. Lunch na nang makarating sila Jane sa rest house, nagulat pa sila Nash nang makitang kasama nito si Carlos Montecarlo, hindi na ako nagtaka. I can sense it, something is really going on with these two. Nasa kalagitnaan na kami ng pagkain nang may pumasok na hindi ko inaasahang bisita, agad na tumaas ang kilay ko, nang makita ang lalaking bagong dating. What the? Bulong ko kaya't nakita ko ang pagsulyap sa akin ni Gabriel. Hail! Mas lalong sumama ang mukha ko, nang makitang tumayo si Nash, at nakipag-handshake pa sa lalaki, kainis talaga. Sinasabi ko na hindi mo nanahimik si Nash, kung wala siyang plano. Dude, Nash said and tapped Hale's shoulder, I'm glad you came. Hale smiled and nodded, before his eyes darted into mine, na sinuklian ko ng peking ngiti. Natasha, Hale said and walked towards me. I flinched when he suddenly kissed my cheek. I miss you. And in that time the tension began. Napayuko na lang ako at napasimangot. Nash is really something. I can feel someone stare. And the raging aura he's building. Masama ang tingin ni Gabriel, sa lalaking kulang na lang ay maging koala na lang sa higpit ng pagkapit nito kay Natasha. He's been looking at them observing since Hale the Potter arrived. Ni hindi na niya inabalang alamin ang apelyido nito, he's fuming mad while looking at them. Do I have rights to be mad? I heard you'll be back in France next week. Do you want me to accompany you? Hale said. I can prepare my private plane for you. Natasha awkwardly laughed, bago umiling. Here he goes again, Hale and his boastfulness. I can also prepare my private plane for her. Singit ni Gabriel sa usapan, hindi na niya talaga matiis ang manahimik. Alam niyang wala siyang karapatan na magalit at magselos, nililigawan pa lang niya ang dalaga, pero gusto na talaga niyang sumabog sa inis, selos at galit. I can book a flight myself. Giit ni Natasha, dahil ramdam na niya ang tensyon na namamagitan sa dalawa. Excuse me, I'll just go to my kids. Hindi na niya hinintay ang sagot ng dalawa, dahil mabilis siyang tumayo, upang pumasok sa bahay para harapin si Nash. She found him sitting on a couch, while reading a newspaper. What was that Nash? Naiinis niyang wika at pabalyang naupo sa tabi nito. What? Nash boredly said and flipped a page, not averting his gaze to her. You know what I'm talking about Nash. Natasha sighed and rolled his eyes. Hale is a friend, Natasha. He just visited Philippines last week. He doesn't know anyone here, so I invited him. Hindi niya talaga alam kung ano ang iniisip ni Nash. He knows how much she hates Hale guts, pero talagang binitbit niya pa ito rito. Natasha, please, just this one, Nash said in a pleading tone. Kaya't wala siyang magawa. Fine, she said, pero kapag nagrambulan yung dalawa, bahala ka. They won't, Nash said. But I hope they will. Nash, Natasha said, glaring. Natasha, don't be paranoid, they won't. Iritableng wika ni Nash, at bumalik sa pagbabasa. Napataas na lang ang kilay nila nang sabay na pumasok si Carlos at Jane sa salas. Jane is literally frowning. What happened? Nash said. His protective gear is on alert, while looking at Jane. Wala. Nakasimangot na wika nito. Huwag mo nga akong lapitan. It was nothing. Seriously, Jane. Carlos said in a frustrated tone, so they're sure that something is really happening. Mas lalong napakunot ang mukha ng dalawa, nang makita ang pagluha ni Jane. What happened? Natasha said and moved towards Jane's spot. She knew Jane, hindi ito madaling mapayak. I hate you, Jane said, still sobbing. Baby, don't talk, Jane said at sinubsob ang mukha sa balikat ni Natasha. Seeing Carlos with other girl really makes her mad? Hindi naman niya mahal ang binata. Or she's just in denial about loving Carlos. Tahan na, pag-amo ni Natasha sa kaibigan, pero patuloy pa rin ito sa paghikbi. Mag-usap na lang kayo, payo ni Natasha, at marahang tinatapik ang likod ni Jane. It's her first time seeing Jane cried her heart out. Nang kumalma si Jane, ay inayar na ito ni Carlos sana pumunta sa kwarto. Nash keeps on glancing on them, until he can't see them anymore. Something is going on with that too. Nash said, Jane won't bring that guy here just like that. Marahan namang tumungo si Natasha. Jane usually talks about things, at nabanggit na rin sa kanya ni Jane ang binata, kaya't hindi na siya nagtaka. Natasha, agad na sumama ang pakiramdam ni Natasha, nang marinig ang boses na iyon. Do you want to go to the market with me? Natasha sighed. No, I'll stay, my kids might look for me. Don't worry. I'll look after them, go on and be with Hale. Agad siyang napasimangot nang marinig ang boses ni Gabriel, na hindi niya alam kung may sayad ba o hindi. Are you for real? She said, frowning, but Gabriel just shrugged his shoulder. Fine, Natasha said, fuming mad, bago padabog na tumayo, at lumapit kay Hale na nakangiti. Let's go. Tahimik ang naging biyahe nila. She doesn't want to talk, and Hale already felt that. Natasha sighed and keeps looking outside the window. Naiinis siya kay Gabriel, dahil parang pinamimigay siya nito. Are you mad? Hale said that made her look at him. I'm sorry to make you mad, Natasha. Ngumiti lang siya at umiling, wala namang kasalanan si Hale. He just wants a vacation, at isa pa wala itong kilala sa Pilipinas, dahil pure American ito. I'm not, just tired, she said, smiling, assuring him. Hale may be boastful but he's kind. Is he your husband? Out of the blue na tanong nito. She sighed and slowly shook her head. Gabriel is not even her boyfriend, he's just courting her, but the way he shoved her away with Hale, really hurts her. You love him, don't you? She loved him. Oo, mahal na mahal, makulat talaga ang puso niya, na tila nakakulong na sa mga palad ni Gabriel Mondragon.